Alright, so this is not a Harley. Found the right deal on the big Super Tenere, and front GoPro keeps dying. But anyways, Tori and I are riding Tua on the way to Barber and taking back roads, even though we're on the big highway bike. So far so good. Just one tank of gas, and rode into a big bike show at downtown Chattanooga last night. It was the only Super Tenere, and there were like 1,000 bikes, but it was fun. Big old bike. Getting used to the weight, it's going to take a little bit of time, but I think it's going to do everything I want. Like, the lighting is a lot better, and it just eats up little bumps and nicks in the road. Feels a bit safer than the Sportster in sketch riding situations. But we got 2.5 hours or better here, so just settling in, getting a good ride in. Stop for breakfast halfway. Going to the Small Bore Motorcycle Festival. We were supposed to take the TW200 to it, but found the right deal on the big bike, so it all worked out this way. So we're on Georgia 157, which is pretty neat. I think we're just on 136, and there are a couple of amazing overlooks through there. Not a lot of traffic on a Saturday morning. Road shape's good. Like, you could ride a sport bike through here. Still cool, so we're in heavy riding gear, and everything's good there, but could get toasty into this ride. So we just crossed into Alabama, and we stopped at a place called the Menlo Restaurant for breakfast. And this poor waitress was walking around and had to tell everybody that, oh no, we're out of biscuits. And it was just like mood killer for like 9 out of 10 people. But anyways, food was really good. We were just kind of on these back roads. And I guess this is still northeast Alabama. The speedometer on this thing is like radically off comparing the Google GPS speed compared to the speed on the actual motorcycle. But learning that, figuring out how the bike wants to go to the corner with the passenger and luggage and all that. Good ride so far. The thoughts on the big Super Tenere after about 100 and I guess it's 125 miles total on the bike. So seating position generally good. With a passenger, I definitely get pushed into the tank. It's kind of tough on the boys. I have to like stand up, which is not good for the passenger, and then they don't have much stability, but that's okay. The big ones down there, the grips, I don't have a problem with the grips. They're the Oxford heater grips, but the difficulty is the shorty levers. So I have to be so choked up on these grips right here, and they're a little further out. And kind of a conflict. Like, I feel like if I had the regular levers, I could use these grips, or if I had regular grips, I could use these levers, but I don't like the combination. So it's kind of unfortunate because both the heated grips are nice and the shorty levers are nice, just not together. To maybe look at some longer lever options so I could like choke up wider on the grip. But otherwise, like, ergonomics are pretty good. The first 50 miles or so, I really struggled with also pushing the rear brake, but the front brake, there's both rear and front brake on this bike, so getting better at not like naturally going for the rear brake, but still thought not a natural thing. Could be kind of tough going between bikes like that. The nav bar is really nice. Like, I thought that was going to be too high and get in the way. Brakes are good. Haven't had a lot of problems with the brakes. Got a semi flashing the lights at us. Mr. Police sitting in the median. A 51 and a 55. It seems to like 3,000 RPM or better. Like, it may be a little boggy under that. But you can still be in like 6th gear and kind of get up to speed like that. I thought having a 6-speed I would not like try to shift up into an imaginary gear like I did on the Sportster, but I still do it. I'm still learning the bike and like what the gear is. Alright, we're riding in Chattanooga. We got Justin up front in the big XR and his girlfriend Penny on a XT225, and then Turi is 2 up on the big Tenere bike. Could go ride Suck Creek Road before this rain comes in. At least that's the plan. Got a couple drops of rain, but so far so good. I'm pretty sure Tori's got the jams on. She keeps like dancing or something, so it seems like she's having a good time. Got the snakes on the road sign, so that's good. Roads are dry here. Best roads always are cut by water. Always a river nearby. I think we're out. I think we're in the Sequatchie Valley. Fun little ride. I think we're going to just double back up instead of make the full loop today because of the weather. Definitely have to do that again. We abandoned our friends and we realized the ETA was going to be too tight to run to the marina too, and we get to go the 27 Suck Creek Road again this way, so we're just going to hit it. is such a tall bike, it's kind of strange. You really gotta lead out to the outside of the turn so you can lean in and have more room against traffic. It took some getting used to. It's always amazing coming across Tennessee River on this bridge on Market Street. So much going on. Art District right here. There's the rain. Alright, the GPS is looking fun this way out of Chattanooga. See, this is, I believe, Mountain Creek Road. We did Suck Creek Road yesterday with Justin Penny and Tori on the back. It's been really comfy. I know I'm only maybe 40 minutes into this ride, but just very happy that I upgraded to this. Like, it's rewarding when you kind of move it into a corner. You if you pick the right line, it feels like, yes, I did that. But it doesn't feel quite as dicey as the Harley did. Feels like you get a second chance if you need to correct your line, or if there's debris in the road. 8%, good grief. So this is the way that Justin Penny came back yesterday, and looks pretty epic. So I'm going to take Tori on her bike next time. First hint, we're on a good track. I'm still on just Google Maps. We've been, me and some friends playing with different apps, like Justin's playing with the Reaver app, and I've had Ride with GPS on bicycles before. I might cheat and start using it, the paid subscription, but Google Maps is getting me there. It's just hard to program where you want to go without it redirecting you. Riding along on the highway portion of the ride now, and I can feel crazy wind, but it's not blowing me all over the road, so I'm pretty happy with this bike as far as it's just, kind of making somewhere performance. Very easy to link sections that are far away like this, so I think it was a good decision, and it makes rides like this, like the last time I came to Chattanooga back to Middle Tennessee, it really was a stressful ride, and I don't feel that way at all right now.